Konbanwa minasan, Phantom desu. Good evening, everyone. It's Phantom. We are back on Satisfactory. Yay!
Well, one of us is. The waffle seems to be having issues keeping the game running.
Oh, I see. Yep. I'm sitting down, sipping coffee that is not in your hand. Well, we will continue on without the waffle for a moment. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we are finishing FicSit. I have shifted our summer sloops from the copper where they were. Two of my copper smelters had them in for double output. And I think we originally built them to not need that. But I put them in because I wasn't getting enough overflow to actually put... Excuse me. To put the copper into... to making ornaments. So I put them in there so that I could get enough to make ornaments, and now I don't need that. Now I need other things. So we've got two in here making wreaths. I've got two in here making wonder stars. And I've got one over here making the candy canes, although I'm not sure that we need that. I'm almost sure that we don't, but I'll leave it in there because I don't know where else to put the one. It is just crashing on you constantly, isn't it?
Yeah, I think. What version of modular load balancers are you running? Because that was the one that last updated.
Let me see. Modular load balancers is running version 1.150 or 1.15.0.
Okay, so that's the same version. That's not what's causing it.
Huh. Do you think maybe... Do you think maybe the FicSit every day is not working? For multiplayer?
I hadn't even thought of that. That is entirely possible.
I mean, not everything that we're using says multiplayer compatible.
Yeah,
It just is.
but usually things will say if they are incompatible with multiplayer.
Right. And modular load balancer says multiplayer, check mark, but the other ones, they don't. And
Yeah.
they work fine. So I'm not... Weird. Maybe I should try to reboot the game. See if that
Okay.
works.
Double check that everything's up to date.
Yeah. Let me do that. I will be right back, everybody.
Did you double check to make sure all your mods were up?
Yes, I double checked the mods, so hopefully... I actually closed Satisfactory Mod Manager and reopened it and relaunched it with that just in case, and nothing showed up as needing updating.
Alright, loading.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. I'm in. Now we just need to wait a minute to see if I stay. Still getting the... Oh, no, there it went.
Really?
Okay, let me actually look and see what's going on. Build agent, engine source, runtime, malloc bend. Exception, access violation, reading address, 0x, bunch of Fs.
Alright, so we need to get computers running. Add to-do list. Alright. Oh, this is going to be delicious. Okay. That is a treat. I just had a bite of an egg tart.
Conveyor chain actor. Conveyor item subsystem.
Hi, Rose. Hi, Silver Fox.
Low-level tasks. Low-level tasks. Low-level tasks.
By the way, thank you for the follow, Silver Fox.
I am not seeing that this is being caused by any particular mod.
Weird.
I'm gonna try verifying my files.
Yeah. Alright, so we need circuit boards, cables, and plastic. And in order for me to get that running, I also need to get circuit boards running. Add recipe to to-do list. Okay. I'm actually going to remove computer from the list here. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm going to get circuit boards and computers running.
Perfect. Maybe you can lend me a few.
Would love to. Alright, so we need plastic and copper sheets. Plastic's up there. Copper sheets are... Where are our copper sheets in this factory?
First level.
Yeah, first level, down here somewhere. Here they are. They're here, and they are being fed into the dimensional depot here. I need to take a split off from them. They're being put into the container here. And unfortunately, there's nowhere to take a split from for it.
Isn't there already a splitter on the end? On the other side of the storage.
Yeah, but all the spaces are taken.
You can pick up that belt and plop down another conveyor splitter. One that's coming out of the,
Yeah.
whatchamacallit.
I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to just get rid of this belt.
Well, we still need that.
I know. Don't worry. I'm just trying to remember how to build everything. There we go. Q.
Press B to build.
Conveyor splitter. And we're gonna rotate that.
There we go.
Build 2. Delete the bottom one because there's no physics in this game.
Physics? What's that?
Alright, and then we got that going over here. Yeah. Now I need... What's directly above this? Not something I can work with, I think. So I'm gonna use... I'm gonna make a floor hole here. I can change that if I need to.
Nope.
Didn't work.
Did not work. I have a much longer list of fails now, though.
Oh dear.
4 low-level tasks instead of 3. Niagara. Niagara render ribbons? What? The waterfall?
Hmm?
Yeah. Niagara private. Niagara component. What the heck? That's not even related to any of the mods we've got. Something is very much screwy with my game.
You might have to actually uninstall it.
I hope not. Usually verifying the files fixes whatever's wrong with stuff, but...
Unless it's screwy with my game somehow and the multiplayer is just not working.
That also, unfortunately, is a possibility. My manager is yelling at me again.
Just gotta make sure that this works. Looks like it works. Okay. And it is going in the correct direction. Good. Alright, now we're gonna take... We need an assembler, 2 parts into 1 part. And it is not going in the correct direction. What the heck? I thought the floor hole was supposed to let the lift go through the floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Okay, hold on a second. For some reason, both lifts were pointing the wrong way.
Then it wasn't properly attached.
Yeah. Alright, so mark 1. I don't want the output going out that way. I want the output going the other way. Oh wait, right. You can use R to force that, okay. There we go. But when I'm up here, I can't make it.
You need to put them down separately.
Okay.
So you build that one, and then you build the second one on top.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, so now we are getting... I can see them in there. That's good.
Because if you were to build it straight through, then you could just do that without a conveyor hole. The belts will clip, and they won't care.
That's a tempting prospect. But... So we've got at least the copper sheets going in here, and this is going to be circuit board. Put a power line in, attach it. I need to pull plastic from all the way over here. All the effing way over here. This is just great.
Luckily, you can just make a downpipe. You can just set down a lift and use a ceiling belt almost all the way to base.
Ah, you're right.
So at least it's not on top of everything. Yeah,
it clips and the belts don't care.
Yeah. So if you want to put down a hole just for aesthetics sake, you can.
Yeah. Don't really care at this point. Alright. And the ceiling belt will go all the way. And then we're going to take a lift down. Take it over here. Now it's all leading in. Let's see where the plastic is. It's coming. Eventually. This only needs 30 per minute of plastic and 15 per minute of copper. It's only going to be 7.5.
You're going to want to have that overclocked by a lot if you're only going to have one.
Yeah, because I'm going to need a lot of these.
Yeah, look at the recipe for the computers. To get an idea of how many per minute you'll need.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, now that I think about it, it's like 12 circuit board machines to 10 computers, so you might be able to get away with just one circuit board, only slightly overclocked.
4 production rate 2 per minute, 2.5 per minute. So I would need 2.5 times circuit boards. So that would be 10 per minute.
If you just click on the recipe, it'll give you the ratios and stuff.
How? Click how? Oh.
Just left, yeah.
Wow. This is a revelation. I did not know you could do this. Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So you need 10 circuit boards per minute for one computer at 2.5 per minute.
Okay. So the circuit boards seem to be overclocked significantly. Well, not super high, but just enough that I can get target production 10 per minute. Not bad.
133.33333.
Yep. And then that'll be enough to feed one computer maker. That's not much, but it's a start. And so to make the... Alright, and now in order to make the computers... Clear the list. Need cable, plastic, and circuit. Oh, we need more plastic. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to redo all those belts with higher rates. Because I'm already taking 40 per minute for this. I'm going to need more for computers. It's going to be over 60. So, conveyor. I might be able to go with 120, but I'm just going to go up to 270 because I can. I've got plenty enough stuff to do it.
Twenty-seven mods. Okay, let's check on the utilities dependency. Oh, that was the one. That's what updated today. Satisfactory mod loader. 2:05 p.m.
Hold on. So my mod loader is at version 3.9.1.
Same as mine then.
Okay.
That's fine. Let's see.
Zip.
Enabled.
Okay, so what I'm going to actually do here, instead of which is leading into one thing. I'm going to make a storage container. Yeah, I see that. It does. It is the kind of game that gets a little overwhelming. I wanna say that if you want a factory game that doesn't feel like that, Dyson Sphere program is only single player, and it is kind of designed for single player. Things are a bit easier to manage. They do have little alarm things that you can turn on various machines and belts, so that you can like say, hey, if this belt doesn't have this item on it, pop up an alert, and it'll just pop up an alert, like one of those ones on the periphery of your screen, like over here or over here, in the direction that that the machine is. And you can pick the icon for it and everything, so you can basically say, hey, display this if this is out of materials. It's very useful. Okay, manufacturer is for 3 parts. It's such a big machine. It's such a needlessly big machine. There. Alright. Are circuit boards used in much else?
Not that I can actively think of.
Okay. I just don't want to connect them directly together without thinking, should I? So, manufacturer is going to be, well, it is using a high-speed connector.
Ah, right, yes.
I might want to have that actually have its own thing, anyway.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the circuit boards, and especially the high-speed connectors, are used in several hand products, too.
Okay. Okay. So it's got power, it's got one material, I need plastic, so this is actually going to need a splitter. Alright. So that's working. Now I just need cables. I'd like to take this chance to remind everybody that I am looking for a new game to play on Sunday. I've got a post up on Blue Sky about which one to do. Due to circumstances that are making my human very, very upset, we will not be using Twitter anymore. So, if you don't have a Blue Sky, consider it. If you'd like to vote without a Blue Sky, then let me know in the chat what you would like to see me play out of the choices. They are the Yakuza spin-off Like a Dragon Ishin, Digimon Survive, and Path of Exile 2, which would be co-op just like this, just with someone else. And that is, again, someone else who is an expert in Path of Exile and Path of Exile 2, so I'm not completely lost. The other two games are on PlayStation 5. Path of Exile 2 is on PC. Owing to what happened with Donsbury Days, I'm going to say if you don't really show up for Sunday stream or wouldn't show up for it if I played it, don't vote. If you want to vote for multiple things, you watch different ones, sure. You can tell me different ones. You can vote for all three if you want, if you would watch all three. I'm just trying to gauge interest in the different games.
Oh.
Figure something out?
Completely different crash reason this time. Related to Direct 3D 11. What? Rendering threads, yeah. Send and close.
So it's a DirectX error.
Yeah, seems to be. At least this time it was. It seems to be giving me a different crash every time. What the heck?
Have you tried turning the whole computer off and back on?
Not yet. Not today. However, video. Yeah, I'm currently forced to DX11. I remember I had done that for a reason, but I can't remember what the reason was.
Well, it shouldn't affect me if you're on DX11 or not.
No,
so
no.
If you,
So that's why you're not having the issues.
Yeah, so if you unforce that, it might work.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at now. Launch options, DX11. Move that. Close. Play.
There we go. Alright, so now I've got computers automated. And I can overclock them and summer sloop them if I need to. Probably will need to eventually. If not, just expand operations. But also, currently, we have 250 out of 500 stars. And this is producing 1.33 per minute. iron ones aren't being produced very quickly. Huh. I'm trying to overclock all of these things that are producing the ornament bundles. So that I can then come over here and overclock the wreath instead of underclocking it.
Nope. Crash again. Different. Unhandled exception. Access violation. Reading address.
What is
Okay, so that wasn't it. Like I said, it's a different crash every time.
It's insane.
I'm going to try loading my own single player.
If your single player one crashes, then we know we have a problem.
Yeah.
Alright. So we have 12 computers right now. We're working on more. We're nowhere near phase 4 completion. Haven't even started on that.
Seems to be running fine, so it's not actually a graphics issue.
You know, I wonder if there's something wrong with mine. Mine's running fine. It's just interaction with yours is not.
Yeah.
The only thing that's different between this time and last time is we've got FicSit every day running.
Mm-hmm. There were a couple of other different FicSit mods, but I don't know if any of the others would be any better or different.
Yeah.
This FicSit every day was the most recent one. The next most recent is broken and doesn't work. A lot of the ones after that don't actually extend the FicSit event. One makes Ada complain less, and the other makes gift trees produce faster. FicSit Booster. This one... Oh, no, this... adds more stuff. It doesn't actually extend the date. So we've got the only mod that extends Fixmas that isn't completely broken. And
Weird.
it seems to be broken anyway. That is most unfortunate.
Yeah, it really is.
But it does make sense that that's probably what's causing it, because the event is timed. And even if we both have it, there may be some sort of automatic counter that's not translating properly with the mod.
Yeah.
I think it's a little more important at this point to finish up the Fixmas event.
Yeah.
So while I may not be able to build with you this particular day, I'll stick around and at least add my input as an engineer.
Okay. Well, things will be a bit slower today then.
Just a tadpole. I am, however, preemptively removing the Fixmas Everyday mod.
Yeah. We won't need that by the time I'm done today, that's for sure. One way or another, doesn't matter how much I have to overclock things and futz with them, I will get this done today. Considering in like less than half an hour I got 50 stars, I'm sure we'll get through the other 250 in the remaining almost 3 hours of stream. So we have aluminum ingots in here, and we need to craft them into something. They craft into aluminum, alclad aluminum sheets and aluminum casings. We have them going up to be turned into alclad aluminum sheets already. Aluminum casings are just, it's just the aluminum in a constructor, right?
Yes. I know there's a recipe that uses alclad sheets to make it, but we haven't unlocked that.
Right. Alright, so I'll just put 2 down here. And copy that. And then we need a merger. And we need a splitter. What's going to be the output per minute for these? Take in 90 per minute, produce 60 per minute. Okay. So 90 and 90 would be 150. So I need a tier 3. And then into tier 2. And then tier 1 in tier 2 out. There. That should be all we need, aside from, of course, power. Where's the power line? Here we are. Alright. I got those making. I need 100 of them, and then I need 50 of the filters. I need a lot of filters. We probably need to have them be automated because we're going to be using them. And I have none. They're a pain in the butt. Let's see, filter. It's going to require fabric, coal, and iron plates. The coal and the iron plates shouldn't be hard. The coal is right here. Iron plates are in the factory. The problem is the fabric. I don't think we have an automated way to produce fabric.
Not yet. There is mycelium farming once we can get that up and running.
Actually, water plus polymer resin makes polyester fabric. We have that alternate recipe.
Oh, good. We did unlock that. Perfect. Well, right now we're just burning the resin, so perfect.
Yeah. Now the problem is going to be trying to get all of these together. I don't think there's a chance that we're not using up all the coal that we're bringing in. I think we tuned it so that it's using everything. So we're going to have to bring extra coal in from somewhere. That's going to be a problem.
Speaking of, how is the train transfer of compacted coal coming for the turbo fuel? Because we haven't, we've been running on the increased speed for a while, but I never went back and checked to see how the transfer rate was.
Seems to be fine.
Oh, nice. We're going, what does it say, 99 items a minute?
Yeah, it's a 99.
That is way more than we're consuming, so I think. Wait, no, it's not.
But remember, that's not necessarily how fast it can bring them in. That's just how fast it is bringing them in, because it might be full.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's very much full. I'm gonna have to go down and check next time I'm able to get on and actually look at the production.
So, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get those casings. I should have 100 by now, for sure. Okay. Got 100 casings. Now, we have coal.
Ducati being a loud brat.
There's another coal over there that isn't being used. pure too.
Nice.
Hate to build another train track just for that, but
Which where? Ah. Oof. Yeah, that's not one that we'd be able to just add an extra car onto a station for. That's
no.
right, out on its own place.
So I'm gonna actually go over, I think.
Well, if you look at it, that's about as far away from the base as the other current coal is for the steel.
Yeah.
So what we could do is just belt it over to what are those miners there in the middle currently mining?
These?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that might be. It's not quartz. It's not Sam. This might be the limestone.
Oh. Yeah, probably. Because that's coming in from the right side. Wait, no, that's not limestone. What is that?
It is the Sam.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. So
Well,
it
you
is
can
indeed the Sam.
you can belt the coal over to join the SAM, and then stack them all the way back to base.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I want to do that? Sorry. Did not notice the hydrate. Hyper focusing. As I do.
I got my bottles of hydrate here. I've been sipping at them.
So, let's see. We've got iron plates are over here-ish. And the fabric is going to be coming from here. So the coal needs to get somewhere in between these two. I'm thinking I might build it out over here. Build out this platform a little bit. And make the gas mask filter production here.
I think we do have a little bit more room to overclock on the existing coal, but I'm not 100% sure.
I'm just gonna claim that pure no, because we're gonna end up being low if I don't. I just know it. Alright.
Oh, how are we doing on turbo fuel reserves? 'Cause I just remembered I shut off one of the generators so it would stockpile a bit.
Turbo fuel reserves.
Should be the big tank right on the other side of the refineries there.
Full.
Awesome. We can go turn on that last generator then.
Where's the generator that you shut off?
At the very end.
this back on. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put the gas filter production over here.
Seems like a good spot for it.
3 items into one. Gas filter. Alright, now the fabric is going to take some water. Do we have water to spare?
Yeah. The water that's currently being used for the oil processing is restricted, I believe. So we could increase the flow there. Each of those machines is consuming some, but not all.
Oh, you mean the oil, these refineries?
Yeah.
I was actually just going to use this line.
Yeah, that's the only water that's coming in. We're not using the water to refine the fuel at all, are we?
Oh. No. No, it's just fuel and hepatic coal and turbo fuel. And
well, for that, yeah,
crude
but
oil into fuel and polymer resin. And then the resin gets dumped into here for coupons when it's not filling up.
Yep.
Right now it's being used to make plastic.
So you could just tack a third refinery next to those two for your cloth production.
Yeah. Although I'll put it actually on this end because the extra outlet is over here and over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, refinery. Roughly facing this direction. Then, logistics pipeline. Pump that into here. And then take this. And bring that on over. There. And then this is going to create alternate polymer fabric. Polyester fabric. I can't attach to either one of those. Where can I attach it to?
It would probably be a good idea to set a power pole between those three. And then connect it like that, yeah.
That just told me how long my stream delay is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is only producing fabric, it's not producing the liquid, so I can just pump this out. I might actually want to take it underneath.
I think you might have to.
unfortunate positioning.
Yep.
That is the worst positioning in the world ever, of all time. I don't even know what to say to that.
Well done.
And then just take that down. Alright. Over here? Yeah. And we can do it this way. Doesn't need to be attached underneath. There we go. Feed the fabric in there. Now I just need coal and some iron plates. Where are the iron plates? How can I split something off from those?
There should be.
There's iron plates.
Split going into storage, and then coming off the storage, there should be a splitter. Or two. Ah, yes. So... it's a little jumbled. Yeah, that splitter right there, you can just pull...
It's gonna clip, and it's gonna look messy. But I don't care.
Oh, we got an ad. Love Hurts. Looks like a Jackie Chan movie. Coming out February 7th. A week before Valentine's Day, of course.
Oh, come on. Just let me jump on this stupid pole.
Computer says no.
Alright, and then we're going to pipe over the, we're going to belt over the, coal, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to train it.
Yeah, from the pure node to the SAM belt, and then stack on the SAM belt to get back base.
Here we go. Hmm? Pipe it up where, Bruno? Pure nodes over here. Yeah, so I'll have to pipe it all the way from there over to here. I could join it up with the SAM
It's
belt,
finally ended.
but
Oh, the stream's locked up.
hmm?
I gotta refresh the page. The stream's locked up.
Well, so I could pipe it onto this belt and then over. It's gonna get up here anyway. I could just take it directly over. It's not like I can join it up and merge the conveyor belt lines. So I'll just go there. It'll be a shorter belt. If I
Pick
do it
yourself
quickly.
up some more fuel before you go.
You're right. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Okay. Yes. Get some more fuel. And see, this is the coal from the current conveyor belt. But I'd rather tap that pure node anyway. And we need to go directly east from here. Quite a ways. Zoom. Boing. Kills all my momentum now. Okay. So we're gonna want the power tower right about here. And build the power line. Heavy power line. There. I can't reach.
You can reach farther if you attach it to a power tower first.
I did.
Hmm.
And I still had to walk all the way over here to attach. What the? I literally selected power line. This.
That's the power line, not the heavy power line, though.
Okay. When I switched, it deselected my target. That's what happened. No, I don't hear any cats. I don't hear any cats.
No, but I do.
Well, you have cats, so.
Case in point.
Okay, Miner Mark II. Buddy, get out where I'm gonna build a miner, please. Yes. Alright. This is 240 per minute. So I'm going to need tier 3. Conveyor belt's too steep, so we'll have to build a lift. I am out of coffee. And I do not have more. I made 6 cups of fully caffeinated coffee with fresh ground beans. And drink it all with my my egg tart. Egg tarts are delicious. Oh, are you kidding me?
There's a rock in the way.
It was a really tiny rock.
And it wasn't anywhere near being actually in the way, but the game decided it's gonna be in the way
that's
anyway.
in the way. No, that's blocking. It's not blocking anything.
It exists within 3 micrometers of a parallel universe.
I love snowballs.
Only in Satisfactory can you throw snowballs that explode. Well, maybe in other games you can as well, but I only know about Satisfactory.
I'm sure
Made
somebody
with,
can make
air quotes, actual snow.
I think it's like actual snow TM or something like that. It's like, why would you need to trademark actual snow if it's really snow? Definitely going to need to turn north here.
No, so close and yet so far.
That's fine. I don't need to put it up on that thing. That's gonna be a hard gap to cross. How far away is it? It's not that far away, actually.
You could extend that by like 4
Yeah.
platforms and
I
call
can
it a day.
extend this by a lot, actually.
Oh yeah, so you can.
Yeah. And then what I can do is I can take this conveyor belt Mark III. Instead of putting it on top, I can put it underneath. Alright. Have it come up here. Straighten it out a little bit. There we go. There we go. And I can always split the line for other things. Alright. That definitely helps. I'm gonna make a storage container here to hold these. And I just need 50 for the hazmat suit, and we'll be done with that. Finally, be able to go near the. I'll finally be able to go near the uranium. Pick some of that up. Which means that we're not too far away from nuclear power.
Well, we're not too far away from starting the process of beginning to get into nuclear power.
That just tells me how involved it is.
Yes. the last few times I stopped playing has been at the very beginning stages of nuclear power, because at that point in the game, it was still pre-alpha. And it was just like, that was about as high as you were going to get. There wasn't a whole lot of reason to go more or farther or bigger, because you had pretty much researched everything at that point.
Yeah.
Now it's like nuclear is just the start of really getting into the meat of the end of the game.
Yeah.
I especially like that they added a way to process the nuclear waste. And you can either turn it into fuel rods, which you can then either grind or reuse in other nuclear power plants, which then results in nuclear waste that you can't do anything.
Okay. You know, kind of on the subject, I recently saw a video that, hold on a second. Okay. I recently saw a video that talked about molten salt reactors.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, apparently that you can take, and this is real world science. There's a company that's dedicated to building like one of these, like a bunch of these reactors all over the world. I think it's a Swedish company. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere up there. Basically, you can mix thorium with molten salt, which, if you heat salt up to the point it becomes molten, it moves like water. It is not more viscous than water. It is exactly as viscous as water. It moves around super easy. You mix the thorium into the molten salt, and it just moves like water. You can move it around. You can clean the fuel. You can clean the salt. Get all the waste out. It's incredibly easy to, by like nuclear science standards, to process the little bit of waste that thorium makes, which is not very much. And it's basically, I think it's like a completely meltdown proof reactor, because if the reaction would go out of control, it stops itself, because it just can't.
I do
forgot the actual
remember
science behind it, but that's the gist.
I don't know about it being cleaner or more easy to process, but I am aware that it is safer as far as meltdowns go than the normal nuclear reactors that we've got currently.
Yeah, thorium reactors in general are like that, and there are some in China. But the molten salt ones are supposed to be much easier, because they don't, they're not as much of a hard shutdown and hard to start up as the ones that are currently out there.
I'm not too sure on why they weren't more popular. I think it was mostly just a design limitation at the time.
It's because
they couldn't build it appropriately.
It's because they're not. It's because they're not as well used. It's like, we're not familiar with this. We don't know how this works because we haven't used it before. It's a like fear of the new thing, and also because you can't make nuclear weapons out of it.
Yeah,
it doesn't produce weapons grade plutonium at all. Like very, very tiny amounts, maybe. So it's basically it's just for peaceful use only, which apparently some people are not happy about.
How very un-American.
I don't particularly care about their opinions. But
It would be lovely if we lived in a world where we didn't need to consider the nuclear option, you know?
it's like, oh, you can't you can't explode things with this? Well, then it's not worth using. Excuse you?
The reality of the matter is you can use anything to explode something.
Oh yeah.
If you throw it hard
the hazmat
enough.
suit protects the wearer from radiation by consuming iodine-infused filters. You may find this protection essential if you are going to finally get around to
I think
saving
if you throw it
humanity.
hard enough or if you
This
squeeze
gave
it
you
tight enough.
compliments in an attempt to inspire you, but it might have given you the wrong idea. I will definitely be totally honest with you from this moment on. Here is a demonstration of a truthful compliment. That suit looks like it was made for you.
What have you found that has
Because
made
it
you
was.
chuckle?
Ada.
Oh, I have the stream muted. Dang it, I missed it. What did Ada say?
She was talking about we can make the hazmat suit now, which is going to be definitely required if we're going to finally get around to saving humanity. And she's saying that she was being just trying to encourage me before, and she's like, I'm going to be totally honest with you from this point on. Here's an example of a truthful compliment. That suit was made for. Looks like it was made for you because it was. Yeah. That's good old Leda. Alright, so I need some alkyd aluminum sheets, 50 of them. And I need 20 more fabric. Just pluck the fabric from here. And the alkyd aluminum sheets are up. Not here. Ah. I fell between the batteries. Alright. Yes. We need sails for the pirate ship. Because we're going to have that orbital elevator build the pirate ship. So that we can go sailing the Star Oceans. Because this is most definitely Treasure Planet. Which is, and I will take no argument on this, one of the best Disney movies.
You know,
I
I've
can't-
never actually seen that whole movie, but I agree with you.
It is honestly really fun.
It was
And-
just released at a bad time.
It was. It was kind of like how Last Exile was an awesome anime, but it came out when steampunk was not super popular.
Hmm.
which is very unfortunate. Iodine infused filter. Requires a gas filter, quick wire, and aluminum casings. Okay.
Yep.
So... I might as well wait. Because I'm going to send it off again.
Hmm.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch again. There we go.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
Which one? Which obvious problem? Ada? Ada? Oh. Actually, the computer's down here.
Hover packs are really useful for getting around the base, but anytime you leave the base, they're useless.
Well, it's a good thing that I mostly need to be moving around the base. And I need the aluminum casings and also more gas filters. So, we'll see how many gas filters are in here right now. I will take them all. And the aluminum casings are going to be over here on the first floor. Okay. Hover pack. And iodine infused filter. Now with the iodine infused filter, we can finally approach uranium and get it and, well, figure out what to do with it. I'm not really sure what the process is. Just that it's
You'll
long.
have to look at the milestones. Not sure if we've unlocked the first stage of uranium processing yet.
I know we can get, we can at least acquire the item. We can at least acquire the ore.
And you've already got your hazmat suit, right?
Yeah, I'm wearing it. Drones. Nuclear power. Scannable resource uranium.
Ah, there. Okay, yeah, that's the milestone. That looks like everything. So
I actually have a candy cane basher right here. Alright, so I'm going to put the hover pack on. Oh, wow. This is cool.
Great for building because it hovers. Unlike the jetpack, which you just gotta pulse to make it actually work for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing the bar over there is how close I am to a power line.
Yep.
That's cool. I can see it zapping me to give me more power. That's cool.
Now that's just an indicator of where you're connected to it.
Oh,
Or where you're connected to the grid, rather.
okay. How do I go down?
Control?
Oh, C.
Yep. Well, controls
See.
for Power World, never mind.
C while not moving forward.
Yep.
So you can only move in one direction at a time. Okay. Now, I'm gonna sip my coffee while I wait for the train. Because that train will take me right up to where I want to go. Which is to acquire my first chunks of uranium. Your cat's being silly?
No, I'm just remembering a really stupid quip about uranium. Uranium is very, very calorie dense as far as energy goes. So a tablespoon of uranium would be enough to supply your body with energy for the rest of your life. In more ways than one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a stupid quip.
Wow. Meaning it has enough energy to run your body for a normal lifespan, but it would cut that lifespan very short if you tried it.
Yes.
Absolutely terrible. Also, that is a suspicious looking rock that I'm going to definitely blow up later.
Yep. There's probably something useful inside of it.
I'm positive that there is. And there is the uranium I'm after.
Also, do keep in mind that all the uranium you pick up remains radioactive.
I was afraid of that.
So if you take it back to base, that means that there will be a radiation source at base forever.
I was afraid of that, and it remains on me radioactive
Yep.
as well. There's no lead-lined boxes.
You notice that as soon as you picked up that first chunk, you went from a less than lethal radiation level to, oh, your bar is completely full.
Yeah. Organization. Storage container.
Rather than a storage container, I would just make a chest. if you're gonna dump it somewhere.
Yeah. Where's the chests? Personal storage box.
And we haven't unlocked the biohazard box yet.
Yeah. There we go.
But now, anytime you get close to that box,
Yeah.
high concentration of radiation.
Now the biohazard box, would that limit it?
No, it's just a skin.
Okay. There isn't a lead line box or anything, is there?
Not that I'm aware of. It's
Yeah.
just at a certain point, I guess they expect you to always have this radiation suit on hand.
Yeah, and then those are radioactive beasts.
Yep. You get close to them, your Geiger counter will just scream at you.
They're even more radioactive than the uranium?
Way more radioactive than the uranium.
Shit.
I mean, your filter with the hazmat suit, it won't matter. And as long as you have filters, they go down at the same rate, regardless of how much radiation you're exposed to.
Hmm. Okay. My goal, though, was to get over here and see. Turbo motor.
Do we have any of those in the
No.
depot? Oh, but we have control rods now. Nice.
I don't think we have the turbo thingies. It wasn't asking for turbo fuel.
No, the turbo motors. Sometimes sometimes you'll find those at crash pods. And I was wondering if we'd picked any up.
I don't think so. If we did, they definitely were not in. They're definitely not in the depot.
Yeah.
We can't make those yet. I should have used the glider. Too late now. Alright. So. What was I going to do?
I don't know.
I like trains too. Alright. So in order to get the nuclear power thing, we need to produce supercomputers, heavy modular frames, a bunch of cable, and a bunch of concrete.
Mm-hmm. Cable and concrete's gonna be the easy part.
Yeah.
Did we set up heavy modular frames?
I think we did. I think we already have everything except the supercomputers. Which,
Yeah.
can we even make those right now? We need this first anyway, because in order to work with any of this uranium stuff, we're gonna need the like heat sinks and cooling systems and everything.
Yep.
Scale resource: water, crude oil, nitrogen gas.
Yep. That's for the fracking nodes for the water.
Huh.
And the oil.
Turbo motor.
Yep.
But we need fused modular frames and supercomputers for that. We don't have the supercomputer recipe. Where is that? Control
It's
system
probably
development?
unlocked from a previous tier. Yeah,
Yes.
control system.
Scannable resource: sulfur, sulfuric acid, batteries. Okay.
Sulfuric acid is needed for uranium processing too.
Okay. So this is actually affordable right now, probably because we might actually have enough computers.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have enough of the aluminum and the plastic. So I'll select that milestone. Put that on. Now what? I had a plan. And I forgot it. Oh, that's right. I was gonna check this chest. See if we had any of those turbo motors. We don't. There's some extra circuit boards. And bauxite. Just a warning, I will cut the stream short once we complete Fixmas. Because we just got back from a very long trip up north. And it was a lot of driving. And my human had to do all of the driving.
Yeah, because you don't got a nearby waffle to chauffeur you around.
Yeah, well, that and the only other person who was capable of driving was, at the moment, not capable of driving.
Isn't medication great?
Yeah. Anesthesia is wonderful. Everybody else has to wait on you hand and foot until you're feeling better.
It's especially wonderful after a trip to the vet. Because then you get the funny videos to post online.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's...
Silly cat videos. Currency of the internet.
Indeed. Oh, come on. What else I can put that in? Yeah, heavy modular frames, we've got plenty of them. I wonder if I should... I definitely should. Question is, can I? I can. I'm gonna put some dimensional depot uploaders on the computers, which are over here. I keep forgetting. Don't have any computers in the inventory, which is good. Alright. And then we need another dimensional depot uploader at both of the aluminum products that we are making currently.
Yep. Don't think we need it for ingots, but it'll be essential for all clad sheets and... Oh.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the 2 aluminum products.
Yep.
Ooh. Ew.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put it on top. I'm not letting it clip that badly. Alright. So now that that's all uploading, I'm actually going to go ahead and grab the rest of the plastic that we need, which is 600. And we're out. We are out of plastic.
Really?
We are consuming it faster than we are producing it.
Well, we are specifically just producing it from the byproduct, so...
Yeah. I don't think having enough polymer resin is the problem. I think that's that we only have one refinery for it.
Yeah.
The plastic is only going over... It's only going over toward the fabric production, right?
Computer, yeah. Plastic's going towards the
computers.
chip. Yeah.
Right.
It's just the straight resin that's going to the fabric.
Right. How much do the computers and and their constituent parts need together?
Oh, well, that's why it's empty so fast. You got it
Yeah.
emptying into a container. How much is left of that container there?
It's still being consumed faster than we're producing it.
Yeah.
This is 40 per minute. This is 40 per minute.
So
That
we
one
need
is
to be
now at
making-
40 per minute because I overclocked it to 200%.
Yeah.
So I need to cut this down to 50%. And then I need to cut this down to target of 5 per minute. And that will give us exactly as much as we're producing being used up. Yeah, we definitely need to increase plastic production, apparently.
Shouldn't be too difficult to do. Just plop down a couple more machines.
It's more figuring out what we're going to power or supply it with.
Fair enough.
We're getting there on the control system development.
Progress is slow but steady and reliable. Also,
Hmm?
you've been playing for 2 hours.
Yes.
As I pop corn kernel in my back.
Because every time you stretch, it pops.
Yep. I turn left. Crack. I turn right. Crack. I lean forward. Crunch. I lean back. That's nice and relaxing. Thwack. What?
So close.
Oh, kitty. He just sort of curls up, lays on his own face, pulls his paws up like an otter, and stares up at me until I pet him.
Okay. In about another 45 minutes, we should be done with the stars, and then we can finish Fixmas.
Aye.
And then my human can sleep.
As many years as I've done the Fixmas events, I've never actually finished it.
Really?
Really.
I'm kind of upset that you're not going to be, like, on for it, but at least you'll be able to hear it. Alright, I am going to... Why does this thing have its lights on? It's such a waste of energy.
They seem to default to being on anytime you restart the game. I don't know why.
That's annoying.
Very.
Okay. Goat music?
Oh, yes. That's a crossover thing from Goat Simulator.
And Sanctum 2, apparently.
Yep.
Really? Adequate, pretty good, and satisfactory pioneering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there is another trophy, though.
The golden nut.
Yep. 1,000 tickets.
You only have 62 purchase coupons.
You know,
We have
I haven't
100.
played Sanctum either.
We have 10% of what we need for this.
Yeah, you start really burning through the tickets once you get to the nuclear stuff, and you're burning the higher grade fuel rods to avoid making more nuclear waste.
Yeah.
You get a lot of points for those. And I can't remember the last time I played Sanctum or Sanctum 2.
This is the first I've heard of them.
It's, if I remember correctly, it's like a first-person tower defense game.
Oh, so like Orcs Must Die.
Yeah. Except kind of sci-fi themed.
Huh. Well, that's good.
I could be completely misremembering, though. I have played so many different games.
Demand limits on towers.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hmm?
That is the sound of depleted hydrate.
I think I would really like to do a makeup stream. Maybe not tomorrow because we just got back from that like day and a half of missing everything. everything else going on IRL. But maybe on Friday, if we can swing it, because there is a new update for Honkai Star Rail, which we have not played through, and it's a it's the 3.0 update, so it's major story. I think the Trailblazer gets a new costume / weapon / path to tread, which is extremely exciting and very much worth checking out. Whenever they get a new path to tread, it's like an epic scene. So, I'm thinking we're gonna do that as like a special one-off. Alright, I'm gonna BRB while Ad's playing. So, also BRB. So let me check on something. Yep, we are less than 50. Well, about 50 stars away. Very nice.
That is a good.
Yes, it is. How far are we from control system development? Unfortunately, we're about 80 computers away from that. Kinda sucks. Yeah, unfortunately I have to keep the clock speed kind of slow because I don't have good speed on anything else. I mean, the plastic, I really want to expand my production of it, but just don't know how. It's not what I wanted. Ooh. My two recipes are using polymer resin and water or using crude oil. So I'd have to use the crude oil that we're using to make turbo fuel or use more of the polymer resin. How much polymer resin are we actually producing / consuming?
Also, how much
statistics panel is there?
How much crude oil are we consuming out of what we're bringing in?
Well, this takes 60 per minute times 4 things. So that's 240 per minute, and the pipes can only hold 300. So we could stick another one on there for sure.
We have Mark II pipes now.
We do. Yes.
So that can go up to 600.
Well, I'm going to hop in this and see how much we're producing. You know what's really weird? I think it's picking you up on Discord now, and I didn't have your window targeted. So it's really weird that one time it wasn't picking you up at all because your window wasn't the active chat. Like, I had toggled to somebody else to type to them. Alright. This train is going to take us to crude oil.
Bonk.
Alright, this is producing 240 per minute. And there's 2 of them.
Okay, so we could get 480.
And they're not overclocked. This is underclocked, actually.
Yeah, to just 150.
The other one was supposed to be underclocked to 200 to 150. So, why don't I upgrade this to a Pipeline Mark II?
You don't need to upgrade those first ones, just everything after.
You're right.
Might as well go the whole thing anyway.
Why not?
Check that valve, too.
What valve?
There was a valve after the pumps. Make sure it is up to full speed.
Yeah. Max flow rate 600.
Okay, nice. You'll have to upgrade that pump, I guess. Both of them.
Why?
Because those can only pump at 300 a minute.
Oh.
Oh, of course it doesn't do an immediate snap upgrade. Why would it? Oh, that's annoying.
I just got the floor is lava.
Oh, careful.
Don't worry. Okay. So what I want to do is I want the Pipeline Pump Mark II facing this direction. Right here.
And you'll only need one down at the base there, yep. Or even down where the valve is.
Okay. I'm not sure how much this can actually handle. What the max capacity of the transport here is.
2,400.
2,400?
Yeah.
Wow.
The throughput, I can't say for sure. You'd have to wait and see, but the tanker can transport 2,400
Okay.
per car. Per car.
I wonder if I'd have to use modular load balancers or if there's actually like a logistics pipe where I can say the priority in which I want the splits to go to. Probably have to use the load balancers.
Bonk.
So I'm not going to bother to take the pipelines up to Mark II because there's another output. I could just take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
But that would allow me to create more plastic. And what does that make? It makes some heavy oil residue, which can be used in making petroleum coke, smokeless powder, residual fuel, recipe to make more fuel. Okay. So, what is the regular fuel production recipe? Ah, okay.
The regular fuel is the residual fuel, I think. And then the fuel that the fuel that gives the polymer as a byproduct was an alternate recipe.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is if I switched over to making residual fuel instead of using this recipe, I wouldn't
Then
get
we
any
would
polymer
need
resin.
we would need to constantly grind any rubber or plastic we're making so that we would brute force the production to continue making the heavy oil in order to make the fuel, because that's our primary power source at the moment.
Right.
So I think it is safer to focus on making the fuel.
And then have the polymer resin create plastic.
Yeah. We can increase the throughput on the polymer end. As each one's making 30 a minute, right?
Yeah, and how many
So-
of these are there?
So we're making 120 a minute.
120 a minute, and how much are we consuming? We're consuming 120 per minute there. 40 per minute here. Because I upped this.
80. Okay. And then how we got the fabric consuming another 40.
Huh?
The fabric, how much is it consuming?
Oh, that's right. 30. Yeah, so this is not being supplied with enough.
So we are currently that's why it's not working, is it?
Yeah.
Now you've got a Mark II belt feeding that, right?
What?
The plastic.
No, I don't. No, I do not. So now it's actually getting enough throughput.
Still not quite. I think there's one more belt that needs to be upgraded.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Well, now it says it's going through. No, it's still stopping.
Ah, right here.
I thought I saw it stopping.
Yep.
Okay, so to keep that at 120, you'll need to upgrade the initial feed belt to Mark III.
Hmm. I think the heavy oil residue doesn't have very much use except for being turned into fuel.
Yep.
We've got our fuel completely handled. So that's why I'm wondering if I shouldn't turn one of these into producing plastic and use that residual fuel to the residual crude oil, the heavy crude oil residue to make the fuel that this is currently providing, because that would be a 1-for-1. Now, of course, we would have to make a safety thing, because this is part of our power production, to dispose of overflow plastic.
Mm-hmm.
But only overflow plastic.
I think it would be better to set it up separately.
Yeah, I know it would be better to set up separately. I just think about, what am I going to do with that heavy oil residue then? How am I going to keep that? Because it creates the byproduct. Well, what am I going to do with the byproduct? There's nothing I can do except make more fuel.
Turn it all into smokeless powder, which we can then grind. So literally just turn it into a resource sink for points.
Yeah. What does smokeless powder require?
I believe that's gunpowder, which is
Black powder and heavy oil residue.
Yeah.
I could have that be done. It would require me to use coal and sulfur, which I'm already having a problem with.
Actually, no. Up there, we've already got the compacted coal coming in. All we would need is a source of sulfur at that location, because we can use compacted coal and sulfur to make black powder.
You can't use compacted coal, can you?
Yeah, it's one of the alternate recipes.
Yeah, but we don't have the alternate recipe.
That's right. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
Dark.
The coal is not the problem. The sulfur is the problem. The coal I have coming in from that belt way over there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more coal than I need for that particular thing. So that's not a problem. It really isn't. The problem is the sulfur.
Where are we managing sulfur at the moment?
I have no earthly idea.
So I think we needed to pipe it in for the aluminum processing. I remember that much.
Did we? Use sulfur in aluminum processing?
Yeah, because it didn't require sulfuric acid. Wait, no. Where?
I don't think we have the recipe for sulfuric acid yet.
No, you're right. It's for the nuclear processing. Then what am I thinking about for the aluminum? It's on one of the aluminum trains or something. No, it's not. Oh! No, it's the limestone that we needed to... Not limestone, but quartz that we needed to bring in for the trains. That's right.
Ah.
Not the trains, the aluminum. I know how to English. I know how to words. Honest.
Yes, it was this.
Yeah. Okay, we got the train there that's got at least one aluminum on it. Are those both those cars aluminum?
Yeah.
Bauxite, excuse me. Okay.
Yeah, it's all bauxite.
Yeah, they are. I see. What do we got on each car? Throughput.
Hmm?
For the bauxite, how's the throughput holding up?
202 items per minute, 198 items per minute.
Okay. And we're processing like 480 a minute. Both of our brains are trying to shut down.
Yeah. Really?
Stop throwing numbers at us. We don't want to think.
I think we might be processing more bauxite than we're bringing in.
Yeah. And that's the bottleneck on the trains.
Yeah, because it can only hold so much.
Yep.
We would have to have another one of these.
Another car. Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know we're producing and consuming 480 a minute, so if those two train cars don't add up to 480, then the throughput problems on the train itself.
Yeah.
Okay, now what does it say?
198, 201. Basically
Okay.
the same.
So that is 100% accurate then. And since they're fully unloading, then... That's odd. So that's... 400... About 400. And no, that's not a bottleneck on the train. Because... that means everything that's going into the station is coming out at the other end. So that means we're not actually processing a full 480.
Really?
Yeah. That's something I can look at next time I'm able to join in.
I don't think it's a problem with the mining of the bauxite, but it might be.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, but it might be the case. Let's see here. Oh, thank heaven. We're almost done.
5 more. 2 minutes.
1 minute. Just turn it
Do
up
we
to
have
3
enough?
per minute.
Do we have enough materials feeding in to complete that fast?
Not really, but it's gonna finish anyway.
Nice.
And go. This is the last one we need. Ugh. So ready for bed.
Fluff Susune.
It's very fluffy. And we are done with FicSit.
Well, we have the ingredients to be done with FicSit.
We're done with FicSit.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Oh look, it's so shiny. You are such a wonderful person. I am sure every other human would agree. Let's call them right now. Oh no, they're not picking up. I am sure it's nothing, except... Oh, look. Earth is gone. Everyone's gone. Does that make you feel good? Fortunately for you, this was only a simulation of the possible consequences of neglecting your duties. Happy holidays.
Ada, you're a bitch.
I hate you too, Ada. So, yes, we have completed FicSit. Now that we have completed FicSit, my human and I will be going to bed. And we'll be uninstalling the FicSit thing. So that we will hopefully have a waffle next time. Okay. I need to get a new tape.
Check the tapes that we already have.
I did. We only had the FicSit ones.
Oh no.
But I am going to fix that. I can fix it.
How did this get here? I thought I destroyed all of these.
Worst of Goat Simulator. Alright, this is gonna put me to sleep. Okay. We will listen to more of that next time. I am going to head to bed now. I will leave you drinking your invisible coffee there.
Oh no!
And I will see all of you lovely people on Sunday or Wednesday. Please remember that I have the vote open on Blue Sky. And you can also send me a message or leave a comment or something if you want to vote for the next RPG. If you have a preference, you can vote for more than one at a time. And choices, again, are between Like a Dragon Ishin, the Yakuza that takes place in like the 1800s Japan, and Digimon Survive, and Path of Exile 2 co-op. Good night, everybody. Oyasumi nasai.
One last reminder before we leave for the night. Armored Waffle Enterprise engineers are still not edible. Please stop trying. Night-night, everyone.